All right, here we are, Bishop Mule Days 2006 with Anna Arnold and Roger Downey.
A few years ago, I came to Bishop with a fast little mule, but not quite fast enough. And Roger happened to win first and second that year. And I went up to him later and I says, "Hey, Mr. Downey, could I purchase a ride off of one of your mules?" And almost had him convinced that I could ride one of his mules. Well, then I decided I'd just go buy Sierra. So I went out and bought the World Champion Gymkhana mule, and I left home. I went to Oklahoma, Texas, Missouri, Tennessee, Montana, Wyoming, and Sierra and I made a name for ourselves. And we're here this year, barrel racing. We just finished in the top 10 in the barrel race today.
Good,
And
awesome.
going to give Mr. Downey a run for his money.
Okay.
Mr. Downey, what do you think about that?
Well, I don't know. We'll see. As far as Bishop Mule Days, being a kid from New York City, I came here. For one day, I flew here and got here Saturday morning in '91. Left Sunday afternoon, and Bishop, California, for me, planted a lot of seeds. The thunder of those animals running down the track, and the crowd, and the excitement. So I'm very sentimental about Bishop. The next year, '92, I came and spent 4 days here observing Lloyd Holly riding a mule by the name of Clementine, my darling, in the Gymkhana, and never had seen anything like that. Was just taken by the rider and the mule and the athlete, just being so superior, and figured someday I'd like to have something like that. And
Whoop his ass.
probably do. Well, anyway, and then in '93, I brought a mule that kind of raised me, Jethro, and won some Western races, which was trained over the phone by my mule race mentor, Pete Cooper, out of Miami, Oklahoma, and got the animal condition, never did anything like that in my life, and that mule come off the track and Friday night and won, and I cried. I was just so taken by having done that. So I'm very sentimental about this place, and it's planted a lot of beautiful seeds for me, and I'm here and got the honor of having a clone mule that I'm training that's going to run in Winnemucca next week, and I do some endurance and have a mule by the name of Sarah Nelson that's set some world records on the racetrack. So I greatly appreciate this place and the beautiful energy that it's given me.
Whoa.
Thank you. And Meredith Hodges, and I was at her place once.
That's
Lovely place. Okay.
Yeah,
thank
Roger's one of my favorite people
Before
here.
we finish this, I'd like to brag on Mr. Downey. Mr. Downey runs the 25-mile endurance race at Winnemucca. And this is a tough race out through the desert. And Mr. Downey has won this race several times. And he is such a wonderful man. This year, he presented all of our AMA junior riders with a jacket that he donated for our American Mule Association. And every year, he pays the entry fee for the youngsters that want to ride in this endurance race. Make sure those kids have an award at the end of the race. So I like to talk about myself, and I really love my mule, but there's no one I'd like to talk better about than Mr. Downey and this young lady standing right by me.
Well, thank you so much.
I just share this with you
know?
about that endurance race.
Oh,
I think it was 2 years ago. I wait till the end when I come on that track, and because you don't want to beat them by too much,
Right.
And then you get on it, and somebody was telling me to some friends, "Who's that old man coming in first?" I didn't tickle the pants off of me. Okay.
They just didn't know who you were, that's all.
No, okay.
How old are you, Roger?
Yeah, how old are you?
65.
And I'm 68.
And I'm 56 for those of you out there that didn't know.
So you little people that are in 25 and 30s and think you're wore out, you're not even
You got a
close.
long way to go.
Get it on. The
Chad.
mule will take
That's
care
right.
of it. Yeah.
Follow us.
Mule
again,
days. Come
too.
get mule fever.
Thank you. Thank you.